Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys had a great day today. Got a very interesting video for you here. It's actually a three-parter. So we'll do one tonight, two tomorrow, three the day after. Oh, boy. Well, look, I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. Top 10 crossbreeding experiments that scientists don't want you to know about? Oh, Lord. And they have 3 parts? Okay. Well, I guess let's get started with the first one. Help us. I have a feeling we're going to need your help. Just help us. Thanks. Great. Awesome. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. You know, I learned 50% of the people watching this right now are not subscribed. And only 2,000 of the 15,000 or so of you have the bell on. What's going on? Good grief. Do you need a back rub? I'll rub your back. I'm just kidding. But do that. Hit the button. Join the best family on YouTube. Throw a like on the video. Scientists, just scare me. Yay!
Has science gone too far? Over the years, scientists have performed some crazy and unethical experiments on animals, crossing them with other animals and injecting them with human cells.
We didn't say anything about humans. You see what I mean? We need your help. They need your guidance, and we need your help. Oh no. Okay. Apparently a liger is the least of our worries.
It's pretty wild. Today, let's take a look at some of these creepy and controversial crossbreeding experiments. Starting off this countdown, we have the Baboon Human. In October of 1984, Stephanie Faye Beauclair, otherwise known as Baby Faye, was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, meaning the left side of her heart did not grow properly. Sadly, no human heart donor could be found, so they decided to give her the heart of a baboon. In fact, she was the first infant who got a heart from an animal, and at this time, no infant had successfully received a heart transplant, even with a human heart. But it worked for Baby Faye. Sadly, she lived for less than a month before passing away. In our 9th spot today, we have the human mouse.
Now listen, I am a man of integrity. I do not put my hands on women, okay? I want that to be well known. So, ladies of the Saucey fam, I need you to find her and just take a minute and then like, really? Really? That was such a beautiful story, and then crash and burn. Okay, I clicked on this one because I thought it would be very fascinating and interesting, not heartbreaking. What are we watching? Listen. Human mouse. Okay, I don't know how much of this we're going to watch. I'm just being honest. I'm going to give you one more shot.
Mice are constantly being experimented on in labs. This time, scientists in Japan tried to create a human mouse. Basically, they injected a mouse with human stem cells. They did this in an attempt to grow a human pancreas in the animal, but due to backlash, they have certain rules in place. At any point during the experiment, if the mouse is said to start developing a human-type brain, then it has to be killed and the experiments have to stop. Thank gosh though, because I'm not trying to have the world ruled by weird mutant human mice. No thank you. In our 8th spot today, we have the mice with human brain. So I know I just finished saying how the mice were killed if any human DNA was found in the brain, but In 2005, a professor at Stanford University was given permission to create a mouse-human hybrid. He did so by transplanting human brain stem cells into the brains of mice. Now, the main goal of his experiment was to be able to study neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Now, the first couple of rounds did not go so well. They found less than 1% of human cells in the rodent's brain. But by 2010, they found success. That's when they managed to, and I quote, use mouse stem cells to develop sensory hair cells which could combat human hearing loss. They also managed to make the mice more human, as in the mice with the human brain cells were far more intelligent than the other mice. In our 7th spot, we have the human Z. Over the years, a number of scientists have run some wild tests on chimpanzees. Now, what makes these mammals of interest to them is because of how similar they are to humans. Humans and chimps.
Hey, speak for yourself, okay? I only eat the bugs that are in my hair, not in other people's.
Chimps share 98.8% of their DNA, hence why scientists are trying to make a chimp-human hybrid. Ilya Ivanov was the first person to attempt to create a human-chimp hybrid. Ilya continued these experiments until the 1920s. During that time, the Soviet Union was also running the same experiments. In 2019, rumor has it that a team of researchers from the Salk Institute for Biological Studies in the US successfully produced the first human-monkey chimeras. So yeah, I don't really know how I...
What is that? Hey, scientists of the world, are you listening? No? That's your problem. Have you ever watched a movie? I'm not even gonna say the obvious movies. Have you ever watched a movie? Because you don't even have to see movies about chimps taking over the entirety of the world to know bad idea. Okay, I did not think this was going to have this much to do with humans. I was more expecting, like a monkey crossed with a zebra, or like a giraffe crossed with a mouse, because it'd be funny to see a little zebra mouse. I don't know. This looks like, I don't know. I see this, I think horror movie. That's all I'm saying. Oh my god.
The first human-monkey chimeras. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that.
I do.
I don't know. In
Bad.
our 6 spots, we have the Conga. In the early 2000s, when scientists unearthed the Conga skeletons in northern Syria, they had no idea what they were looking at. The skeletons looked like they belonged to horses, but they dated back to 2600 BC. And domestic horses wouldn't appear in the region for another 500 years, so they were a bit confused. Then they realized that this wasn't a horse, it was a human-bred animal. In fact, this animal was a cross between a donkey and a wild ass. Apparently, back then, they were highly valuable and very expensive. Now, it's believed that these Congas were created for warfare, because not only could they pull wagons, but it was believed that they would be tougher. The thing with donkeys is that they would get scared easily and they didn't need their donkeys running off mid-battle. But the wild asses, no one could tame them. So then they would breed them together and bam, it created an animal more desirable for them. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the human-pig hybrid. The whole cross...
Okay. No, why are we back on the human thing? I was just gonna give you credit. And now we got a human pig? Guys. When I think about what would be really cool to cross humans with, a pig. A pig is not on the list. It's not even top 20. It's just not. What are we doing? The Conga? I can get down with the Conga. That's actually not a bad idea. That's pretty smart. A human pig? Ay, 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 ay.
Humans with animal thing definitely creeps me out. But this one isn't what you think. They aren't creating a creature that is half human and half pig. Thank gosh, at least not yet. Instead, they are using the pigs to grow human organs inside of them instead of having patients wait for a donor. The first experiment was run in 2017, and an embryo was placed in an adult pig for 4 weeks. Then it was taken out to analyze, and the embryo survived and contained some human cells. Now they are going to figure out if pig embryos can handle enough human cells to create full human organs.
I just can't. I cannot.
However, a lot of people are against these experiments, saying that it is highly unethical. In our fourth spot, we have the dogs. A number of the dog breeds that you love have been severely crossbred. And when dog breeders get overcome
Hold on. We're not going to go past what's happening behind you there, dear. What's that?
That you love.
Its neck is above its head. It's Was that the Hunchback of Homeward Bound or something? Like, what is that? I'm never gonna sleep again. Ever again. Thanks.
Love have been severely crossbred. And when dog breeders get overcome by greed, they start to care more about money than they do about their dog's health. Take a look at this dog right here. This is a dog that suffers from short spine syndrome. You can see it has a squished body, huge jaw, and a really bad underbite. The dog was born from backyard breeding. The breeder was carelessly breeding a bunch of his dogs together. And this is the result, which is heartbreaking to see. And most of the time, these
Now I'm just mad.
These dogs are put down as no one wants to adopt them. Coming in at number 3.
Well, no. That's why they're put down. They're put down because no one wants to adopt them. Not because they're going to have a negative quality of life, but because they're not pretty enough for people. Really? Listen, saucy women, I need you to... I'm telling you. I've reached my threshold. That is unacceptable. All jokes aside, all sarcasm aside, that is 1,000,000% unacceptable. Anybody practicing such things with animals should be castrated and locked away for the rest of their lives. Okay, moving on.
3, we have the virus Chimera. In 2017, Portuguese researchers decided to mess around with the mouse virus to create a chimera virus. Basically, a mouse virus with a human viral gene. Now, you're probably concerned like me, because I read this and I'm like, oh, they're trying to create another outbreak or something. But no, apparently this allows them to study viruses and how it impacts the rodent's body. But I will say that accidental outbreaks have occurred.
Exactly. Oh, I hate it here.
In our second spot, we have the rabbit-human mix. In 2003, a team of scientists in Shanghai managed to fuse human cells with rabbit eggs. In the United States, scientists have been trying to do the same thing, but their attempts were always unsuccessful. Move over, American scientists, the one in Shanghai beat you to it. Now, this experiment was done to see if it can be used to grow cells or tissues for transplant patients. However, this experiment also had strict rules, and once the rabbit had human cells in its brain, it had to be destroyed. So they only let the human rabbit develop for a couple of days before they killed it and harvested it for stem cells. And in our number one spot today, we have the human demon sheep. Now,
all right. Well, I didn't know Stephen King was performing crossbreeding, but here we are. I got nothing. Just...
Now, this is gonna keep you up at night for sure. In 2017, villagers in South Africa were horrified when a sheep gave birth to something that didn't look like a lamb, okay? In fact, it looked eerily human-like. As a result, people in the village were freaking out, saying that whatever was born was done by the works of the devil. In fact, rumor has it that this lamb was created from someone injecting the sheep with human sperm. Now, the lamb was stillborn.
Now, listen. I'm from Maine, okay? I'm from Maine. Now, there's some running jokes in Maine about certain people from certain areas that happen to raise certain animals and maybe are otherwise pretty lonely people. My only question, I have one and only question. How was said human sperm injected into the sheep? You know what? Never mind. I'm pretty sure we can all solve that problem, can't we?
So it wasn't born alive. But still, how creepy is that? And many people in the village were convinced that beasts and or witchcraft were behind this creature. Alright guys, that's all for today.
I'm gonna say it wasn't witchcraft.
Today's video, let me know in the comments below which one of these animals, creature type things you find the creepiest. And now, speaking of comments,
No, you, my lady, are done for the day. Thanks, but no thanks. Oh boy. Can't wait for part 2. Slappy, don't cry. No, I have no interest in making humanicorns. Okay? I just don't. So, rest easy, my friend. Oh my god. Okay, you guys have a great night. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna go wash my face and rinse out my mouth. I just feel rather dirty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out, Saucey fam.